Hear ye, it's the Yogi Judge, and I'm here with a quick podcast because I want to talk to you about an email that I've been sending out called the Prescription for Positivity. And basically, this email is a reminder, just kind of a little stick in the side to let us know that we can be positive, that we can overdose on positivity as opposed to all the negativity that's going on in this world. So if you want to be a part of that email family that's growing, send me your email address, DM me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook at Judge Dawson so I can add you to the list. One of my most recent emails talked about you being involved or being a part of your own rescue. So when we have new opportunity for growth, we're often looking for people to rescue us, whether it's the public defender in my case because I'm a judge, or the court, or police, or a family member or friend. And it's fine. And we do need resources and people around us that's going to help us. But at the same time, we have to be active in our own rescue. Let me tell you what happened today in court. There was a young man who came in front of me and I looked at his record. He was charged with having a weapon under disability. And basically what that means in Ohio is that if you have a previous felony conviction, you're not allowed to carry a weapon. So having a weapon while having those convictions is technically called having a weapon while under disability. So I looked at his record. He's 32 years old. He has a 22 cycle arrest history. That means in his 32 years of living, he's been arrested 22 times. He has 17 convictions: carrying a concealed weapon, multiple drug offenses, weapon offenses, failure to comply with officers, obstruction of official business, driving under the influence. So the bottom line is this young man's 32 years of life, he's lived about triple that in criminal offenses. I spoke with him and I said, look, I'm going to set a bond that's reasonable, but at some point you have to be involved with your own rescue. You have to decide to rescue yourself from this cycle of going in and out of jail, in and out of criminal convictions. And I'm just speaking to him. But how many of us are in cycles our own selves? How many of you have bad relationships that you keep going in and out of because you refuse to be a part of your own rescue? How many of you are in bad situations, employment-wise, spending-wise, because you refuse to be involved in your own rescue? And the bottom line is that at some point we have to get involved actively in our own rescue. You can't sit back and continue to wait for somebody else to do that for you. So the purpose of the message is to make sure that we are involved, that you actively get involved in rescuing yourself. You take the steps that are necessary to bring you out of whatever cycle that you're in that may be negative and into living your best life, being positive and staying out of negative environments. And that may include jail. So I have a few steps. Here's something that you can do. First of all, being active in your own rescue. If you ever come to any of my yoga classes, you know that I end my classes with an affirmation of self-love because it all starts with you loving yourself. So the first step is acknowledge that you love yourself enough to rescue yourself. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't rescue somebody that you don't care about. So you have to acknowledge that you love yourself. That way you'll be involved in rescuing yourself. So I love me is very important. The next one is that you have to declare that you're going to fight for your best life. You're not going to wait for somebody else to do it. You're going to get up every day and fight for your best life. And then you have to treat your body as the treasure that it is. So some people that end up in my court, they end up there because they've treated their body in an inappropriate way. Drunk driving, drugs, all those things. You have to make sure that first, if you love yourself and you declare that you're going to fight for your best life, that you start valuing your entire being, including your body. And then you have to guard your energy. That is so important. Make sure you only surround yourself with people who are positive, who are feeding you. And if you are in a situation where you can't always guard your energy, find a way to put a guardrail or at least a force field around you so that when you encounter that negative person, they bounce off you like, water on a rain jacket. And then the last thing that you should do, and this is very important, you have to declare that you're going to be a force for positivity and love. Even in the face of people who do not respect you the way that you want to be respected, even in the face of people who are mean to you or don't treat you the way you wanted to be treated, you can still be a force for positivity and love. That doesn't mean you have to allow them to trample all over you, but you can still be a beacon of love once you deal with that situation. You can still glow with that inner joy if you have it. And that all goes back to the first step, which is declaring that you love yourself. So that's my short message for you today. We have to be involved with our own rescue. And I submit to you, once you start doing that, your world is going to get a lot better. Take care. It's the Yogi Judge. And as I always do, namaste.